Om Swastiastu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, salam nama budaya, salam kebajikan bagi kita semua. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Kadek Putri Dita Cantika. I'm an active second semester student majoring in Public Administration from the Faculty of Social Science and Political Science, Warmadewa University. Here, I will present the result of the journal review that I have chosen with the title Sex Differences and Cultural Diversity in Perceptions Toward Esport Between American and Chinese University Students. As we all know, esport has rapidly grown into a global phenomenon, captivating millions of fans and players alike. With its increasing popularity, understanding how different demographics perceive esport is crucial for the industry growth and development. In this study, we aim to explore the perceptions of esport among university students in two cultural districts, the United States and China. We will focus on how factors such as gender and cultural background influence these perceptions by examining the attitude and beliefs of the students from these two nations. We hope to shed light on the broader implications for the esport industry, including marketing strategies and community engagement. So, let's hear the result of my review. The first is the title of the journal, Sex Differences and Cultural Diversity in Perceptions Toward Esport Between American and Chinese University Students. And there's is the names of the journal, which is Kongen Social Science with volumes and page 2024, Vol 10, number 1, 2, 3, 999, 32, page 1 until 12. Published in 2024, written by Xianhua Lu and Li Chen. And reviewed by myself, Kadek Putri Dita Cantika, on July 3, 2025. The purpose of the research in this journal that this study aims to explore the differences in perception of esport between students in the United States and China. Focusing on differences based on gender and cultural diversity, given the rapid growth of the esport industry and popularity among students, the study seeks to understand how factors such as nationality and gender affect the way students view esport. Next, the theory used in journal are first, cognitive theory. The study refers to how individuals shape their perception of sport based on their experience and interaction. This theory helps explain how factors such as interest, recognition, and socialization affect the way students understand and engage in sport. Second, using Merleau-Ponty and Mount's definition of perception. The study emphasizes the importance of mental processes in shaping sport experience perception in influenced not only by physical experience but also by social and cultural context. Third, gender theory. This study explored the differences in perception between men and women in the way context of sport. This theory helps explain how gender stereotypes and social norms affect women's participation in sport, as well as how men and women see themselves in a competitive environment. 4. Social and cultural theory. The study considers how cultural background affect the perception of sport. For example, in China, sport is considered a part of wider sport culture, where in America, perception may be more diverse and influenced by social and economic factors. 5. Economic theory. This theory is used to analyze the economic impact of sport, including potential income and employment opportunities. The study showed that students in China might have a more positive view of the economic aspect of sport than students in America. 6. Socialization theory. The study highlights how sport functions as a platform for social interaction in different cultural contexts. The way students interact and build relationships through sport can vary, which affect their perception of these activities. Next, the research subject is the study subjects consisted of 679 full-time students selected from cohort samples at 5 universities in China and 5 universities in United States. The research method used are approach quantitative. Participants 679 students from 5 universities in China and 5 universities in US. Instrument profile of sport perception or PAP, consisting of 90 items measuring 5 perception factors: attraction, economic, recognition, socialization, and technique. The data analysis used multivariance analysis of variance or MANOVA to test for differences in perception by nationality and gender. The result of the study on the different perception of sport between American and Chinese college students, taking into account gender difference and cultural diversity, show that American students tend to see sport as legitimate form of entertainment and competition, and are more open to the idea that sport can be valid career. In contrast, Chinese students often have a more traditional view, where academic achievement is prioritized over gaming. There is significant difference between the perception of male and female students, with male students from both cultures showing greater interest and involvement in sport, comparing of female students who tend to have different interests or interests. American students often emphasize the community aspect of sport as way interact and socialize, while Chinese students focus educational program and community engagement initiative in the gaming industry. The research stressed more on individual performance and achievement in games, reflecting more competitive cultural values. The research emphasized the importance of understanding culture and gender difference in perception of sport, which can help its formulating marketing strategies, education programs, and community engagement initiative in gaming industry. First, the research strength. Quantitative design. Quantitative designs approach allow for objective measurement and robust statistical analysis, providing reliable result and broader generability. 2. Large sample size with 679 participants. It's sizable sample increasing the power of rehabilitate the result. 3. 2 different culture. The study compared perception between college students in 2 different countries, the United States and China, providing insight into cultural difference and their impact sport perception. 4. Focus on gender. This research explores differences based on gender, which is important aspect in understanding the dynamics of participant and perception in the sport industry. 5. Valid and reliable instrument. The use of the profile of sport perception or PAP, which has been tested for validity and reliability, provided confidence in the data collected. And the last is the research weakness. Number 1, convenience sample. The use of convenience sample might limit the generalizability of the result, as participants might not be representative of the broader population. Number 2, self-reported data. Data collection through self-reported survey might not lead to bias, such as desire to provide answers that are considered socially desirable. 3. Limitation of the variable tested. The study might not consider other factors that might influence perception of sports, such as previous gaming experience, level of involvement in sport, or other social factors. Number 4, different cultural contexts. Although the study compared 2 countries, the result may not fully reflect the cultural complexities that exist within each country. And number 5, focus on college students. The study only involved university students, so the result may not be generalizable to wider population, including professional esport players or fans outside of an academic setting. So, that's all about my journal review. Please apologize if there's still many mistakes in words. Thank you for watching, and I will close with Paramasanti. Om Santi 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 Om.